Are you a procrastinator? Are you one of those people who wakes up on April 15th thinking, oh my gosh, I've done nothing to get my taxes done? I have some good news for you. I have a few tips to share with you today that will help you hopefully overcome your procrastination problem. If you think about the reasons that people procrastinate, it varies depending on the person and the task, but there are some common ones. One of the very common reasons people procrastinate is that they are unclear on whatever the goal is. They're not quite sure what they have to do in order to accomplish the task or meet the deadline. In that case, I say ask questions. You know who to ask. If it's related to your taxes, ask your accountant. If it's a deadline at work that you have to meet, ask your boss. Don't be afraid to ask questions. We tell our children all the time in school that they should ask questions, but then as adults, we tend to hold back on those questions because we don't want to look foolish. I guarantee you'll look a lot more foolish if you miss the deadline than you will if you just ask the questions. You might find out that you totally understand what it is you need to accomplish and you're overthinking it. If you're unclear on how to even phrase the question, just explain your hesitation to your accountant, to your boss, whoever, and they will probably be able to answer your questions without your even having to ask them. Another reason that people tend to procrastinate is that they're waiting on other people for certain things. So maybe you're waiting on paperwork from your company in order to file your taxes, or you're waiting on a coworker to provide information for you to complete a task at work. Make sure that your coworker or whoever it is that you're waiting on understands that you cannot proceed with your deadline until they assist you in whatever way is needed. Make sure that they understand that if you need to, you will go over their head in order to meet the deadline. Let them know how important your deadline is. If it's something that you can do on your own, then just say to them, if I cannot depend on you to do this task for me, I will do it on my own. And let them know. Another reason that people tend to procrastinate is simple. They just don't want to deal with the drudgery of the task. So for example, with taxes, the reason that people put it off is because they don't want to have to dig through files looking for receipts, looking up medical bills, things like that. Well, what you need to do with that is to try to make it easier for yourself a long time ahead. So January 1st of the new year, start organizing your files, setting up folders for the things that you know you'll look for. Tax deductible receipts, if you have charitable donations, put them all in one folder. If you can, use one credit card to pay all of your medical bills so that at the end of the year you can get an annual summary from your credit card company that shows all of your medical bills. It's a really good trick that people use to organize their paperwork for their taxes. And then just start doing what you need to do. One of my favorite expressions or quotes from the John Maxwell team and from John himself is, you are more likely to act yourself into a feeling than to feel yourself into an action. If you just start doing something, you'll be more motivated to continue and to finish it. I hope that this information helps you and you will be able to nip that habit of procrastination in the bud. I look forward to talking with you some more next week.